Peter O'Neill, and I'm the Executive Director for the Mid-Atlantic Crossroads. I came in January of '07. I log on to email and review, see what kind of things are hopping, anticipate kind of meetings or things that we have to set up and get going. I have a series of lists that I go through and talk about. Part of it, is to pay attention to what other regional networks are doing too, to see what ways we could build upon some success and experiences they've had. It's a good group. Part of what we're looking to do is to build on the talents. There's, the people that work on Max have all had experience working in other organizations, and how we can, as a community, grow up the learning curve, looking at various technologies that they offer.
Hi, I'm Dan McGorian, and I'm the Director of Engineering for Max. Actually, I'm the original Max member. I do a lot of the engineering design. I do a lot of customer interface. I do a lot of presentation work. I do a lot of stuff at conferences. Part of my responsibility is also to act as the institutional memory for this place. Managing people is an interesting challenge in and of itself. We're a small company, and that's, you have to do a lot of everything. They're good folks, and I think that used to be my motto for Max, and it's still kind of true. A small number of really good people. I think it's very important to keep yourself involved technically with what's going on. So I will still bring up customer connections. I'll still do some configuration work. I still try to keep myself in the loop on that and not just delegate it to some of my folks.
My name is Kwang Bak. I'm a senior network engineer here at Max. I've been here 4.5 years. What I do is I check all the network gears, all the DWDM gears, make sure everything is clean, and try to prepare for new connectivity and new connections for new customers, and educate the customer how to do stuff. Work with Dave Diller and also Chris Sonis, especially work with Dan McGorian. We all get along fine. We help each other. It's exciting. It's a lot of new stuff is coming down. I like it, and hope we can keep it that way.
My name is Dave Diller, and the position title is Senior Network Engineer. I walked in one day and said, "Hey, here's my resume, you should hire me." It's a combination of maintaining the network and turning up new aspects of the network, primarily dealing with the routers and the switches. Sometimes it's in the lab, testing new configurations, testing new hardware, a fair amount of problem solving, but also a step back of proactively trying to prevent them from happening in the first place. It's a lot more laid back and relaxed than the commercial world. One of my major personal focuses has been trying to enhance the scalability of Max. I keep trying to get them to put 10 gigs to my basement, but they're not going for it.
Matt Siniscale, and I'm the optical network engineer. I was originally working up in New York City with a carrier, and so I was really looking for something that would, the next step in going into advanced networking. This is a smaller scale, but in terms of technology drive, it's more cutting edge. Really, the prime directive here is the customer base. It is our job to keep ahead of technology, understand where it's going to be headed, and inform, rather than say this is a service, take it or leave it. Fortunately, tight group here. Whether we're directly involved with our own network, we still have to work together to be able to make sure that the customers back up on the service.
I'm Chris Sonis. I'm the systems engineer at Max. I saw a job, and it looked like most of the things that I was doing already. And I support the day-to-day operations of the web server, the mail server. I'm responsible for the monitoring that everything is working, and also monitoring performance and customer connection. I try to come up with things or implement things that we come up with that are going to provide assistance and value to the members. Other than that, most of what I do is help with other projects, and they might not all be computer related. Some things like that, you just need more than one person.
My name's Chris Tracy. I'm a network engineer here at Mid-Atlantic Crossroads, I really come from more of a commercial private sector. So I work on the research side of Max. I do a lot of network engineering, meaning I design and build the network. Also do a lot of programming and system support. The project has definitely attracted a lot of attention to build and design, build an infrastructure that's capable of allowing people to set up bandwidth on demand. It's still rather experimental, but there are people who have expressed interest in using it. A lot of ways I've had a lot of time to sort of, expose myself to new technologies.
So my name is Jarda Vlieder, and I'm a Senior Systems Development Engineer at Max. My job was basically, when I was hired at Max, to become sort of not exactly on the top, but sort of on the management level of the research part. I work mainly with Internet 2 on developing a technology which is supposed to integrate multiple networks and provide basic dynamic circuits technology. For this particular task, I actually write code. Technically, this is not my main task at Max, but unfortunately, that's the thing at this point I have to do. But I would like to think that the thing I'm doing with the other people working on this dynamic circuits technology basically brings a certain level of visibility to Max. Max has a lot of potential, and that's one of the main reasons why I want to actually work even at the price of writing code.
My name is Tessa Shalry, and I'm the Director of Finance and Administration. I started May of 2005. First thing is answering emails. I supervise a staff of 3. I ensure that we enter the information into QuickBooks, that we do the reconciliations for the grant accounts that we have and for the Max main account. I do interact with customers because I have to call them to make sure that they are aware that they have an outstanding balance or that we haven't been paid. I think we have a very relaxed environment. It's just nice to be able to come into a place and be greeted by everyone and no one has a chip on their shoulder. I think everybody gets along.
Chandrika, I'm the coordinator.
I'm Julianne Foster.
We make sure our invoices get paid and the bills are in QuickBooks.
Basically process any financial information or checks that come through here.
We'll take the check that comes in from our vendors or customers and take it to the university to deposit the check so it shows up in our account.
Like we said, we work close with the university, so it's a combination of our company's policies as well as some of the university policies that we follow. Working in an office is always an experience. Few students, I think, actually get to do that,
My, how things get stranger. These inherited behaviors couldn't say where we got them. And I special prioritize the remainder on the advice of the strangers that I never wanted. As concerned as we were when we learned how things could turn around, I think we prefer the ones we heard about to the ones we're exposed to.